Now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun on third down. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the 50, it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Watson and the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Watson over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson, flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep. It's caught inside the 25. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys continue to put on. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, Watson going for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because, you know,
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
they tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And Thomas has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Watson. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. From the red zone now, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Maybe a free play for Watson. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And
it's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that is going to set up third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's fourth. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. The 40, 20, 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans cut into that lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly...
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's second down. Wilson wants to throw it, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.